So I will invite Zishan, so he can introduce himself to the audience, and then he can start this session. Zishan, I can't hear you. You are, yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Am I
morning.
audible now?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank the IFA and Gavera for inviting me as a speaker. And uh, secondly, I want to tell everyone that I'm suffering from cold and sore throat. So I would be apologizing in the start if anybody feels any inconvenience or disturbance in my voice. So, my name is Ishan Ali, and I am an environmental scientist by training and a waste management specialist by profession. I'm currently serving as waste management lead and waste general manager at Traders Waste Management Company that is located in Pakistan. So today I'll be discussing about waste related problems, specifically in Asia, the techniques of waste mapping and the possible ways of managing this waste. Shall we start?
Yes, sure.
Thank you. Our major objectives are to explore waste mapping, identifying the key waste types and understanding their associated problems, understanding the purpose of sustainable solutions, and showcasing the recycled market ready products. We believe at the end of this session, you guys would be able to develop better understanding on different type of waste and figuring out the solutions against them. Moreover, you people shall have the knowledge about potential investment opportunities in waste businesses, knowing the environmental responsibilities and sustainable business practices. So, this photograph clearly demonstrates the purpose and the theme of today's discussion. And let me make one thing really clear to you all that we are not here to talk against urbanization, as it can be seen in this image. You are seeing a picture of urbanization and industrialization. But we are ambitious to make you understand that if industrialization is maintained by following the proper SOPs and keeping the effluents under prescribed limits, we may contribute to preserve all our nature, our environment, and our future as well. And it can be seen in the left part of this picture, where you can see that everything is similar to the picture on the right side, but you see the environment is clean because everything is managed properly and all the effluents, all the emissions are under the PQ levels. So environment is looking clean and the day is brighter. Let's discuss the global waste crisis and Asia's position in it. The global crisis represents a significant environmental and public health threats. Asia is experiencing rapid urbanization and economic growth, contributing sustainably to the waste generation is a challenge these days. So the region is facing unique challenges like inadequate waste management infrastructures, high population, and diverse socioeconomic conditions, which are making our environment difficult to sustain. And the future is we are looking forward for less sustainable solutions regarding to the waste management. So the type of waste we are facing in Asia is diverse. Asia's vast geographical expanses encompasses diverse landscapes, economies, and consumption patterns, significantly influencing the composition of its waste stream. If we talk about the eastern regions of Asia, we see densely populated urban centers with high consumption of electronic waste. while comparatively, if we talk about Southeast Asia, it contributes highly in agriculture. So the waste composition varies dramatically. Uh, Rapid industrialization in some regions contributes to a higher proportion of industrial waste and hazardous waste materials, while organic waste dominates in the areas which are more reliant on agriculture, and the waste is similarly comparatively different from the one which is produced in the urban areas. Uh, let's talk about start from the waste mapping. Like we have discussed the problems in Asia, I have portrayed the major issues and the kind of waste of different rural and urban areas. So now we have to initiate our discussion and we have to proceed how we can map this waste and how we can figure it out to manage this waste. So first step of managing the waste is waste mapping. Waste mapping is basically uh, a waste production mapping, it can be called, is a systematic process of identifying, quantifying, and visualizing the representation of sources, types, and volumes of waste generated within defined areas. This area can be a factory, a residential neighborhood, or even a greater region. So it's about creating a detailed map that illustrates where waste is coming from and how it can be produced at each point. As it can be seen in this picture, this is a waste map of municipal waste generated per kilogram per capita. So in this map, the draftmen have divided the region with different colors. The higher the density of the color is, the more waste is being generated in that area. As it can be seen in this typically uh, in this region, which is being pointed by my cursor, you can see that it is comparatively more darker than the neighboring region, which shows that and the ledger if we check the legend, it says that it produces about 800 to 1100 kgs per capita of waste in typically in this region. But if we come towards the neighboring region and if we matches it with the legend, so it says that the waste is being generated at the rate of 500 to 799 kgs per capita. So this is an example of waste mapping in which the draftmen have shown the per capita generation of waste according to the continents or the regions as in global. So the reason of and the importance of waste mapping is to understand our waste streams in effective way. Waste production mapping offers several key benefits. The primary benefit is the identification of waste hotspots. Waste hotspots identification is the primary step of waste mapping, in which we figure out that which area is generating waste, what kind of waste is being generated there, and at what rate the waste is being generated. Uh, Talking about the area in this as shown in this figure, typically if we point out at India, so India is shown to be generating 9.3 million tons of macroplastic emissions, and it is being shaded with the high with the darker color. And if we proceed towards the neighboring country, which is Pakistan, it is producing 2.6 million tons of macroplastic. So in this way we have hotspot the regions which are generating macroplastics and at what rate they are producing macroplastics, so that in future we may know that what are the sources of macroplastics in Asia or globally, and where to target this kind of waste, and what and for we can adopt the possible solutions of this kind of waste. The second importance of waste mapping is targeting the waste reduction strategies. As if we relate it to the previous step, if we know the waste hotspots and if we know the regions of generating a typical kind of waste, we can design the targeted waste reduction strategies accordingly. Like if a region is producing plastic waste, the waste reduction strategies shall be designed according to the plastic waste. Similarly, if another region has more production of organic waste, so the reduction or the management strategies will be designed accordingly. So, waste target reduction strategies are really important because they help us to identify the solutions or the techniques required for a certain type of waste and in a certain type of region. Third importance of waste mapping is optimized waste collection and transportation. If we have done a waste mapping of a particular region or a city or a country or a continent, we can have an optimized waste collection and transportation strategies. Like, let me give an example of an industry which is producing 100 tons of plastic waste per month, and another neighboring industry or a factory which is producing uh, maybe 4 to 5 tons of plastic. So the transportation which is required for managing the waste being produced at both the industries will be different definitely. As the first one which is producing 100 tons of plastic shall be requiring more spacious vehicles, more specialized vehicles, or even more than one vehicle. And similarly, the second industry which is producing less plastic waste per day or per month shall be requiring more compact or smaller sized vehicles. And on the other hand, if one industry is located at the coastal areas or the area which is near to the sea bank, and the other industry which is located on mountainous areas. So the transportational routes and the transit operational operations of both the industries, depending upon their location and their geographical regions, also varies according to their the positioning and their geographical situation. So, waste mapping is also important in that way, which is that it helps in optimizing the waste collection and transportation strategies development. Other important aspect of waste mapping is improved recycling and composting programs. Knowing the kind of waste being produced in a particular area and the rate of waste generation per day or per capita and the type of waste being generating is very providing a base knowledge and a base key turning point for designing the recycling or composting programs for that typical kind of waste. The explanation of these terms like recycling and composting shall be discussed in further slides, so there is no need to get confused in them. But you have to understand at this point that improved recycling and composting programs means to treat or to repurpose or to manage that waste is our major concern in this step. So, improved recycling and composting programs are totally based on waste mapping. If we know the kind of waste or the or the region where it is being generated and or the quantity in which it is being generated is the major and the basic knowledge which we utilize in uh, managing that particular kind of waste. The next one is enhanced policy development. Waste mapping provides an information and importance in policy developments as waste map. If we talk about particularly for Pakistan region, we know that Pakistan is has major industries in the northern Punjab region, including Pakistan, Gujranwala, or in the Faisalabad region. Similarly, India is an industrial region. India contains industries all over. Similarly, Malaysia, Indonesia have electronic waste, sorry, IT industries and electronic product industries. So such regions where industrialization is at their boom, and they are producing electronic waste or electronic products, or the products containing complex compositions, may have strict policies, may have strict regulations on them, while comparing to those which are more agricultural or have more less industrialization processes followed in them. If I compare the policies and regulations of Pakistan or India or Japan, so they will be more strict as compared to Afghanistan or the regions where there is less industrialization, because the more a country or a region is involved in product manufacturing or the utilization of complex materials, the more policy enhancements and regulation updation is required. So waste mapping typically provides the basis and the basic information that which region requires more policy updation and more strict regulations to be made and to be regulated annually, or howsoever they plan about it. Another importance of waste mapping is increased awareness and community engagement. With waste mapping and with the complete database of waste, if we have regarding the kind of waste and the regions or the areas producing higher content of waste and the kind of waste typically they are producing, so we can have a better awareness and community engagements, whether it is concerned with the business entrepreneurs or with the investors who want to invest in a certain type of waste management businesses. Like if we figure out the production of electronic waste in a certain or a particular region, we can invite the investors or the waste management business. We have people having waste management and interest in business, waste management business, to that region, so that they can invest and start their waste recycling businesses related to electronic waste in that particular country or city. Similarly, if a person is interested in composting or producing the agricultural products like compost or fertilizers, so waste mapping can also add up values in providing him or her the data that where he can start from, and so, to where he can develop his or her composting or fertilization industry, so that he can get better and more raw material for its compost or fertilizer generation. So overall, the importance of waste mapping in waste businesses or managing waste is really important, whether it is about identifying the waste hotspots, or is it about managing and collection and transportational operations, or about the policy and regulation development. So waste mapping is the basic key to manage the waste, because if you don't have the basic information where the waste is being produced and how much it is being produced, so you cannot design the techniques, or you cannot figure out the ways to collect it, to transport it, or to treat it accordingly. So how waste mapping is done? The first step of waste mapping is defining the scope. This diagram or this map shows the differentiation of regions according to the kind of waste they are producing. These colored bars shows the different kind of waste which are mentioned in these legends, and the extent of waste they are producing. Like here, if you can see in China, the figures showing the types and the total metric tons of waste it is producing. Similarly, it is shown for India and Europe, USA, Brazil, Nigeria, etc. So, waste mapping, if we need to initiate the waste mapping process, first of all, we need to define the scope, which country is our target, for which region particularly, or which state, or a city, or maybe whatever the region is. We have to first of all we have to mark out the region for which we have to initiate the waste mapping process, and secondly we have to define the scope, that what kind of waste we need to target, whether it can be an organic waste or a paper waste or plastic waste, and then we'll define our steps accordingly for further inquiries. The second step of waste mapping is data collection. This is a critical step. It involves various methods, including waste audits that would be conducting physical audits of waste streams at different sources to determine composition and quantity. It may involve surveys and questionnaires, which is about collecting data from residents, businesses, and industries regarding their waste generation practices. And it may also involve existing data analysis, which is from waste management companies or government industries, and also basing upon the previous studies. And the third step is the data processing and analysis. It's about organizing and analyzing the collected data using statistical methods to identify trends, patterns, and correlations. In first and second step, we have defined the scope, we have collected the data, we have generated certain values, and so all those data and values are then processed and analyzed in this third step, in which we compare the percentages, we compare the trends of waste being produced, we compare the waste trends from one to other, and we try to make we try to make correlations between them to identify that what is the specific trend of waste which is being generated in that particular region. The fourth step is visualizing that trend which we have produced in the third step. The correlations or the patterns we have uh, like analyzed in the third step are then visualized graphically in the fourth step. This graphical representation can be done by various tools. One of the most common tool is GIS, which is Geographic Information Systems softwares. It is used to create visual representations of waste data. Like this also includes creating maps showing the spatial distribution of waste generation, identifying the hotspots of waste, and displaying the waste composition data. As it can be seen in this diagram or in this map, this is a GIS map representation where they have marked the hotspots of waste. And similarly, we can point out the regions where we need to mark a particular kind of waste. In this map, they have marked us a particular road, and they have hotspotted the points where bins have been installed. So similarly, some waste management companies in Asia and all over the globe are working similarly, where they have where they are using GIS mapping for pointing out the installed bins and for pointing out the waste recycling plants, or even the landfill sites, so that they can have an easy access graphically and visually to all the points, and they can develop better collection and transportational plans. Fifth step is interpretation and reporting. After visualization and analyzing all the facts and figures, at the fifth step of waste mapping, We interpret the reports, we generate the scattered data into some information or knowledgeable form, and we analyze the resulting maps and data to identify key findings, drawing the conclusions, and formulating the recommendations for waste reduction and management strategies. The sixth step is implementation and monitoring. After defining the scope, after gathering the data, after analyzing the data, and after generating the meaningful reports, we proceed towards their implementation and monitoring, where some laws and regulations are developed according to the collected data, according to the problems we have identified, and these laws and implementations are then regulated all over the region, all over our desired region. So we have discussed the waste mapping process. Now let's start the gaining the knowledge on categories of waste which are being generated in Asia, specifically as our focus is on Asia today. So the major and the first category of waste is the municipal waste. It contains organic waste, paper, plastics, glass, metals, and textiles. So, the composition of municipal waste in Asian countries, particularly within developing economies, is characterized by a significantly high proportion of organic waste. This organic fraction comprised largely of food scrap, yard waste, and agricultural residues, often constitutes over 50% and can sometimes exceed 70% of the total municipal solid waste stream. So, understanding and effectively uh, this prevalence of organic waste presents both challenges and opportunities. It contributes significantly to greenhouse emissions, uh, offer greenhouse gases are you know produced from the mishandled organic waste. If we dump it openly or we landfill the organic waste unattended, so it results in the emission of greenhouse gases. Sorry. So through but as these greenhouse gases are produced automatically, they also offers potential for resource recovery through composting or anaerobic digestion or other bioprocessing technologies. So, understanding and effectively managing these substantial organic waste components is crucial for development sustainable waste management strategies, and ultimately mitigating the environmental impact of this waste across the region. The second waste kind in municipal solid waste is the paper and cardboard waste. Paper and cardboard waste constitutes a significant proportion of municipal solid waste stream globally. Proportional estimates typically place paper and cardboards at around 20 to 30% of the MSW generated in the Asian region. But this substantial volume contributes significantly to landfill space, unattendedly dumped in the areas, open areas, and potentially they are causing environmental concerns like methane generation and other environmental issues. So, however, paper and cardboard waste also represents a valuable resource for recycling. Their role in crucial economy is critical, as recycled fibers can be used to produce new paper products, ultimately reducing the reliance on virgin pulp or minimizing the deforestation. Next kind of waste, which is the part of municipal solid waste, is plastic waste. Plastic waste represents a significant environmental challenge demanding on global attention, comprised of diverse polymers like polyethylene, polypropylene, polyethylene, the PET plastic, and PVC plastics are the major constituents of this municipal solid waste stream. So this accumulation contributes to habitat destruction, entanglement of wildlife, and release of microplastics in the food chain. So Asia accounts of for over 50% of the global plastic production, with China being the leading producer. The sheer volume of plastic generated and consumed within a region is uh, provides the basis for plastic recycling infrastructure development and implementation of circular economy if it is managed properly, and the implementation of circular economy principles to mitigate the detrimental environmental and economic impacts associated with plastic waste are really uh, important and encouraging in this region. Next side of waste, which is the part of municipal solid waste, is the glass waste. Glass is basically uh, 100% recyclable waste, and glass recycling in Asia is facing a complex landscape despite of its inherent recyclability. It can be recycled endlessly without degradation. Its successful integration into circular economy within many Asian nations is hampered by several challenges. These challenges include inadequate infrastructure for separate glass collection, particularly in densely populated urban areas and rural regions, and limited public awareness and participants in recycling programs. If proper recycling programs are launched and people are made aware of sorting the glass and how to sort it and how to reuse or recycle it, this challenge can be reduced by many folds. Other constituent of MSW is the metal waste. Metal recycling represents a significant economic opportunity, reducing reliance on virgin ore extraction, lowering manufacturing costs through readily available low-cost secondary materials, and ultimately fostering a robust industry employing numerous individuals in collection, processing, and manufacturing of the products. So recycled metals require considerably less energy to produce than the virgin metals, which leads to lower carbon emission and significantly saves the manufacturing cost also. Integrating like we have seen in our region also and in the neighboring countries that informal scavengers into formalized systems with proper training and safety protocols and fair compensations mechanisms is crucial to maximize the economic and environmental benefits of metal recycling while mitigating the risk associated with unregulated practices. Next constituent of municipal solid waste, the textile waste. The proliferation of this textile waste is really getting fast and escalated, which is causing an issue of to the environment as textile waste is also seen and dumped and landfilled unattendedly in the open junkyards. So, driven by rapidly changing trends and low cost production costs, the fast fashion industry encourages overconsumption and premature disposal of this clothing waste. This results in massive volumes of textile, then often composed of synthetic materials that do not readily decomposes and accumulates in the landfill, and ultimately they affects the water bodies and our soil. So, addressing this growing problem requires a multifaceted approach, including promoting the sustainable textile production practices, encouraging consumer awareness and responsible purchasing habits, and ultimately recycling practices where we can properly sort out the waste from the municipal solid stream and process it further to form the other textile products from the recycled material. Electronic waste is also a part of our municipal solid waste stream. If we define electronic waste, it comprises of all kind of computers or phones and other appliances which we discard openly in our waste stream. So its scope encompasses materials ranging from small handheld devices to large household items, presenting unique challenges due to its hazardous components and valuable recoverable resources requiring specialized handling. Like if we particularly talk about the batteries, unfortunately, the trend of battery recycling is not so much developed in Asian regions, and they need to be more. They need to get more developed. If we talk about the lithium-ion batteries, which are the hot topic of today's era, lithium-ion batteries need special attention as the system for the recycling is not so much developed globally right now. With the boom in electronic vehicles, with the boom in solar panels and other devices which use lithium-ion batteries, their recycling and their reprocessing industries and systems should be also developed side by side. If we talk about the health impacts of electronic waste on our body, electronic waste contains hazardous heavy metals, including lead, mercury, cadmium, and other toxic substances, posing significant risk to human health and the environment. Improper disposal can lead to soil and water contamination, impacting ecosystem and our public health. The second category, apart from the municipal solid waste, is the industrial waste. Industrial waste is comprising of two major categories. One is manufacturing waste. The manufacturing waste is the one which is being produced while the manufacturing of some particular product at the industries. And the other one is the construction and demolition waste. So whenever an industry is being constructed or demolished, the waste which produces covers in this category. So manufacturing waste process includes textile, leather, chemicals, and automotive related waste. So textile production releases dyes and processing chemicals, which ultimately pollute water sources and also are harmful for our soil, because it may also contains heavy metals which intoxicates our soil, and ultimately these heavy metals, when get absorbed into the crops or vegetables which are grown in that particular soil, they become the part of our food chain. Leather tanneries, they utilizes chromium, which poses serious health and environmental risk. Chemical industries discharge heavy solvents and bioproducts containing heavy metals and the other toxic substances, and contaminating the soil and air. Automotive manufacturing generates heavy metals and volatiles organic compounds (VOCs), contributing to air pollution and potentially damaging our ecology. These specific pollutants from diverse industries necessities our comprehensive waste management strategies and need more attention than the other recyclable waste. Coming towards the construction and demolition waste, rapid urbanization and concurrent infrastructure development are generating surge in construction and demolition waste. The escalating demand of housing, commercial spaces, and transportation networks, excessive use of fuels and other fossil fuels are resulting in substantial quantities of discarded materials. This waste stream poses significant environmental and logistic challenges. They requires innovative waste management strategies and sustainable construction practices to mitigate its impact and promote resource efficiency in our environment. Uh, the third category, after municipal and industrial waste, is the agricultural waste. Agricultural waste contains four major groups of waste. The one is the crop residues, the second one is livestock waste, and the third is the agro-industrial waste. Agro-industrial waste is the waste which is being produced by the machineries used in agricultural processes, and the fourth one is aquacultural waste. So, talking about the crop residues such as rice and wheat straw, they represent a significant global biomass resource. However, their management poses substantial challenges because open burning is a common practice for their disposal, and it contributes significantly to air pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, and soil degradation, and ultimately leaving residues on the field which can impede planting operations, and potentially they harbor pests and diseases. So, proper management of this crop residues can can productify us in the form of renewable energy also, because crop residues can be an alternative and a green fuel source which can replace the utilization of fossil fuels. Second group of agricultural waste is the animal manure. Improper manure management presents significant environmental risks, including water and air pollution. Runoff from poorly managed manure can contaminate surface and groundwater with nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus, leading to eutrophication and harming aquatic systems. Ammonia gas is the major constituent of this manure emissions, and it contributes to air quality degradation and acid rain ultimately. While greenhouse gas emissions such as methane and nitrogenous compounds and oxides are also deteriorating the climate and producing adverse climate effects. However, manure also represents a valuable resource. Anaerobic digestion technologies can transform manure into biogas, a renewable energy source that can be used for electricity generation, um, heating, and transportations fuels. So, the fourth major category of waste is the healthcare waste. Healthcare waste is further divided into two kind of waste. The one is infectious waste. Infectious waste contains the type of waste which is generated from healthcare facilities, laboratories, and other sources which contains pathogens such as bacteria, viruses, or other parasites, and can cause diseases in humans and animals. So, direct contact with infectious waste can lead to infections through skin punctures or while inhalation also. And improper handling can also contaminate surfaces and the water bodies, etc. The second group of healthcare waste is the pharmaceutical waste. Pharmaceutical waste is also a major, problem when it is disposed of unattended. Like most of the times, we discard the expired medicines directly to the waste bins, and ultimately, from the waste bins, they become the part of the landfill sites. So these pharmaceutical waste are also not good for the soil and our environment, because they causes a threat to the ecological health and human well-being. And improper disposal of unused or expired medications coupled with the excretion of pharmaceuticals after consumption leads to introduction of biological active compounds into waterways, soils, and potentially ultimately to the atmosphere. This contamination, even at trace concentrations, can disrupt aquatic ecosystems, impacting the aquatic life and ultimately causing the potentially leading to antibiotic resistances. So here we are after discussing the waste mapping techniques and the different categories of waste. Now we are proceeding towards the solution, the possible solutions of managing these waste. So for starting the solution, we need to know the waste hierarchy. The waste hierarchy means the steps in which the waste can be reduced or managed from top to bottom. The first step is to prevent. The most favorable step is to prevent, and the most unfavorable step is to dispose the waste. And let's discuss the steps in more detail because starting from the reduction of waste, which means the prevention, re- minimizing the waste generation through efficient resource management, processing and optimization, and promoting the reuse and recycling initiatives are encouraged in reducing the waste. And it promotes sustainable consumption patterns involving encouraging responsible choices in purchasing, using and disposing of goods and services. This includes favoring eco-friendly products and adopting circular economy principles to minimize environmental impact and resource depletion. Second step is the reusaging of waste. So it is about repurposing the discarded material to minimize waste and promote sustainable resource management. Effective reuse strategies reduce landfill burdens and conserve the natural resources. Third step in the waste hierarchy is recycling. Recycling waste conserves natural resources. It reduces the landfill waste and minimizes environmental pollution. It promotes a circular economy by transforming discarded materials into new valuable products. Uh, Improved waste collection systems are required to optimize resource recovery and minimize environmental impact through strategies like route optimization, smart bins, and public education programs. These advancements aim for cleaner communities and reduce landfill waste and increase recycling rates. So, as also demonstrated in this picture, it is basically plastic bottles and fake recycling process where the raw material is manually sorted and baled, and after crushing, it is converted into plastic pallets. These pallets are then further transferred to the manufacturing industry for the production of other products. This diagram is paper waste recycling demonstration where the raw paper waste is fed into a pulper. This pulper basically dissolves the paper and converted into pulp. This pulp is further screened out, and all the unrequired material is sieved from it, and ultimately the pulp is further converted into new paper products or cardboards. Similarly, the glass waste is first cleaned and washed. After getting washed and cleaned, it is shredded into small flakes, and these flakes are, after getting melted, are converted and molded into new glass forms. This is metal recycling process where raw metal is fed into a furnace where the furnace melts the raw metal into liquid form. This liquid form is then poured onto different molds or different kind of product molds and of different sizes or shapes, and ultimately these molds can be utilized to form new metal products or required products. Food or organic waste recycling involves composting. Composting is a simple process where we uh, shred or de-size the waste and mix it with the soil and organic matter and do layering of it. And after some time of 2 to 3 months, it get converted into organic fertilizer or compost, which can be reused into the soil and form the new crops. Next step is the waste recovery. Recovery means to get something from the waste or to recover or extract some valuable source from the waste. So recovery encompasses the process of collecting, sorting, and transforming discarded materials into valuable resources, thereby minimizing landfill waste and promoting a circular economy. Uh, Waste to energy technologies convert non-recyclable waste into usable energy, typically in the form of heat, electricity, or fuel. Waste to energy reduces landfill volumes and contributes to more sustainable waste management systems. And apart from incineration, gasifications, and anaerobic digestion, they produce cleaner energy and greener solutions. Refuse dry fuel is a breakthrough of today's era. Refuse dry fuel is a fuel that is produced from various type of municipal solid waste, such as commercial, industrial, or household waste, and through a process of shredding, sorting, and screening, the non-combustible and after removal of the non-combustible materials, the leftover waste is which contains maybe plastic, paper, and textile is converted into RDF. Sorry. This RDF has higher heating values and compared to the municipal solid waste because of its compactness and clarity. And it can be used as fuel source in cement kilns, power plants, and some other industrial boilers, etc. Pyrolysis is also a kind of waste recovery where the plastic waste is pyrolyzed in the form in the absence of the limited supply of oxygen and in the presence of some catalyst. The pyrolysis reactor heats this mixture. Complex polymer chains are broken down in this step into smaller molecules and yielding valuable products such as pyrolysis oil, gas, or char products. This process offers a sustainable alternative to landfilling and incineration and other waste disposal activities. So, final step of waste management is the waste disposal. If we have no other way of recycling or recovering or reusing the waste, the there are some areas which don't have such complex or updated systems of recycling or manage or treatment of the waste. So, in those areas, the waste is basically disposed, but this disposal should be proper, and because it is a crucial for environmental protection and public health. For this purpose, specialized sanitary landfills are produced. These landfills are engineered to facilitate design and designed for controlled disposal of solid waste. Unlike those open dumps, they incorporate specific design and operational practices to minimize the environmental contamination. So as it can be seen here, the waste is landfilled in this specific portion, which is geolined with some geolining material, which may include plastic sheets and cementing also. And they have also installed a gas collection system so that all the anaerobic processes which are taking place here produces GHG gases or other methane or other gases. So those gases can be collected ultimately from this gas outlet, and the leachate system treatment system is also installed in this sanitary landfill site, where the leachate or the seepage water can be collected in the form of from this well, and ultimately can be treated before incorporating into the groundwater or the wastewater stream. Uh, Policy and regulatory framework is the part of waste management business or the waste management practices, because collection, transportation, treatment, and processing the waste is one thing. But if we don't have a specific policy or regulatory framework in place, so all these practices can be both legalized, or they can also be carried out in some illegal ways. So policy and regulatory framework is very important to manage the waste stream and to manage the waste management practices. So the first thing which policy and regulatory framework provides is the strengthening is a strength. This proactive approach aims to safeguard ecosystems, public health, and resource sustainability through preventative measures and accountability. Uh, Secondly, incentives for recycling and sorry, pardon. Providing incentives for recycling and waste reduction is also responsible behavior through financial rewards or rebates or other benefits. These programs aim to decrease waste landfills, to conserve the resources, and to promote sustainable practices. And the third one is the public awareness. Public awareness campaigns are crucial for promoting responsible waste management. These initiatives educate communities or on proper disposal methods, recycling benefits, and waste reduction strategies. Uh, Next step is the recycled market-ready products. After mapping out the waste, collection of the waste, transportation and processing and recycling of the waste, we need to understand what market-ready products are available and what kind of products which we can prepare from the recycled waste or the waste products. So from plastic majorly used in the PET form, the recycled PET bottles and packaging waste, which is widely used to create sustainable packaging solutions. And it includes the beverages bottles, especially for water and soft drinks, as well as food containers for items like baked goods, etc. So these kind of waste can be further recycled, and the products which we can produce from this waste are remarkable, as they
I guess Zishan's voice is dropped, so we can't hear you, Zishan. I think there's an internet issue because we have a heavy rainfall, so maybe that's why. Please give me 2-3 minutes.
sorry, there was some power supply issue.
Yes.
Uh, am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So PET plastic is majorly converted into plastic flakes, and ultimately we produce polyester fibers and clothings from this kind of waste. The second kind plastic waste products are produced from HDPE plastic, high density polyethylene finds versatile applications in manufacturing pipes, pallets, and outdoor furniture, and even the automotive parts. Its durability and resistance to chemical and weathering makes it sustainable and cost-effective alternative uh, to the virgin material and new plastic beads. These are also the products of high density polyethylene plastic. Uh, the industrial pallets, which are used for storing the goods, and the plastic buckets, which are used to store the fruits and vegetables. Plastic waste can also be recycled into construction materials, where they can be used in production of bricks, paving stones, and roof tiles. This application offers a sustainable alternative to traditional materials and diverting plastic waste from landfills while potentially reducing products cost and improving the material properties such as durability and water resistant, because plastic has the really long life, and its half life is really so long. So we don't have the fear of getting it degraded by weather conditions, and it is really hydrophobic. So usage of plastic into construction material is a sustainable source and a sustainable way of managing the plastic waste. From paper and cardboard materials or waste, we can produce products like facial, sorry, packaging materials, or the paper or cardboard utensils, which can be further recycled into new forms, and they may not pose any adverse effect to the landfill sites or the environment, which plastic utensils may do. The other application of paper waste is the production of boxes, cartons, and protective packaging materials, which may also provide proves as an alternative of to the virgin pulp or the virgin paper products, and ultimately plays its role in sustainable environment and circular economy. Recycled steel is commonly used in construction material like rebar and structural beams, as well as automotive components. Recycled aluminum finds application in beverages cans, window frames, and aircraft parts. And similarly, utilizing recycled material in engines, blocks, and body panels of automotive vehicles reduces the reliance on virgin materials and minimizing the environmental impact, and ultimately promoting the circular economy within the automotive industry. From glass waste, bottles and jars crafted from recycled glass offers a sustainable packaging solution, reducing the landfill waste and minimizing the impact of glass to the environment. And similarly, glass can also be used as an aggregate where it can be mixed with asphalt and concrete to ultimately form mortar. And this aggregate or mortar can be utilized in the production of blocks or the curbstones that can be used in construction or pavement of roads. Refurbished computers, laptops, and mobile phones offer cost-effective and environmentally safe alternatives to as compared to the new devices. And these pre-owned items undergo through testing, repair, and restoration process, often including cosmetic enhancements, and may ensure functionality and performance standards. So, e-waste recycling can also harvest some precious metals such as gold, silver, and copper, reducing the environmental impact and providing a secondary source of these critical materials, which can be further traded or can be extracted as a treasure to earn the revenue. Organic waste can be converted into a product known as compost, which is being discussed in last various slides. So compost is basically a high quality product which exhibits a dark crumbly texture, and its aroma is earthy type and is free of pathogens and weeds. It is basically a balanced carbon to nitrogen ratio, which promotes plants growth and ultimately provides improved nutrient availability and water retention. The other product that can be made from the organic waste is the biogas. It is produced by anaerobic digestion, and biogas can be utilized for heating and electricity generation, or or even powering the vehicles also. Bio plastics are also being manufactured nowadays from the organic waste, which is an emerging trend. And this innovative approach reduces the reliance on fossil fuels, and definitely reduces the reliance on plastic also, virgin plastic I'm talking about, and offers biodegradable materials to get recycled and reprocessed uh, effectively, and ultimately providing a circular economy trends. Let's discuss some successful business models who are working on all the trends which have been discussed up till now. These successful business models are working on the waste collection, transportation, and recycling practices, and they are producing all the products which we have discussed in last few slides. And among them, the first business model which we, or the company which we going to discuss, is Eco Worth Tech. It is located in Singapore. They are specializing in transforming agricultural waste into valuable resources like biochar and cellulose. Their business model focuses on sustainable waste management and resource recovery, and ultimately reducing landfill waste and soil contamination and reliance on fossil fuels. This contributes to improved soil health for agriculture and the potential to reduce carbon while simultaneously generating revenue from the sale of their recyclable products also. Second business is located in Japan, and it is named as Japlan. They are pioneers of recycling of polyester textile using chemical recycling technologies. They have initiated a Bring project, which encourages consumers to return used clothing and diverting textiles from landfills and incinerators. Their chemical recycling processes break down polyesters into basic components, allowing for their creation of virgin quality polyesters again. And this significantly reduces reliance on petroleum based polyester production, lowering carbon emissions and promoting resource efficiency. Third company, which is under discussion today, is Eco Recycling Limited, and they are located in India. So they also stands as pioneering Indian enterprise dedicated to environmentally responsible waste management. The company specializes in the dismantling, recycling, and refurbishment of electronic waste specifically, contributing significantly to the reduction of environmental pollution and all the other adverse effects which e-waste imposes on our surroundings. And with their commitment to sustainable practices and adherence to crucial role in fostering a circular economy within India. Uh, Now I would like to give some concluding remarks. Till now, we have focused on the waste problems, uh, specifically in Asia, and from waste problems, we started to figure out how the waste is being mapped, because waste mapping is a really crucial and basic step before waste collection and other treatment processes. So, waste mapping provides a basic key role and is the basic ladder which provides you the steps to elevate towards waste collection, transportation, and effective recycling and management and treatment processes. Then we discussed the kinds and categories of waste being produced in Asia, which included the municipal waste, the agricultural waste, industrial waste, healthcare waste, and also the infectious waste. So all the kind of waste which were being discussed today are simultaneously a solution. A solution won't be a good word. Basically, they are basically an opportunity as well as being an a problem for us. So we should always see waste as an opportunity and as a byproduct, not apart from being seeing it as a problem or as a headache. So when comes the word waste, you must always find some opportunity in it. Like you must always try to figure out that what can be produced from it and how it can be managed or treated in a greener or in a more sustainable way to make some new or beneficial products. So, prioritizing waste recycling is not merely an environmental responsibility, but a crucial investment in a sustainable future. By embracing improved recycling practices and fostering public awareness and supporting innovative technologies, we can significantly reduce landfill waste, conserve valuable resources, and mitigate the detrimental effects of pollution. So, let us collectively commit to a future where responsible waste management safeguards our environment and generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zishan. It was a valuable session because some of the areas I was also not aware, the waste segregation and then how we can produce the waste into the products. So before going to the audience, I have some of the very favorite questions from myself. So I just wanted to understand that. I'm from Pakistan, and in Pakistan we don't have much kind of facilities of waste recycle factories or any other facilities. So how we can start to make the waste management more properly and make the products? What kind of the steps we can start with?
I think we should focus on the waste management hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
We should start from the prevention phase. Like we should start from preventing the buying or utilization of such products which contain the packaging or the material which is non-recyclable or which is single made up of single-use material or plastic or whatever the material is. So prevention is the basic way of starting the waste management from your home. The
Mm-hmm.
second step is the reusaging.
Okay.
These two steps can be done without any recycling plant and without any recycling facility. If you are well aware of the product type, if you are well aware of its recyclability or reusability, you can select your products and depending upon their packaging,
Mm-hmm.
and you can buy. You can be your own moderator. You know, you can ask about yourself that is this material which I am buying is sustainable, or is this material biodegradable, or is this material reusable? So once you figure out the product or the packaging, you can become a good waste management at the initial or the zero level.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much. We have one participant wants to ask some questions. Nagin, you can go ahead to ask the question, please.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ishan, for this wonderful presentation. I have some questions related to the current scenario. As we all know that we are suffering, our region, South Asia specifically, is suffering from a disaster of waste, inappropriate waste management. And on the current situation of heavy flooding and rainfalls, these are adding to, mixing of all these waste together. For instance, now we are witnessing the case of agriculture waste seeping into, the residential areas and everything. Now, so how can we like prevent these things? What is the effective strategy to address such things from natural disasters? So how can we mitigate them or reduce their impact from our homes?
Nagin, I'm running a waste management company in Pakistan, and I'm well aware of all the challenges, the from the basic level to the upper ministry level. If we talk particularly about Pakistan, so I would say that the basic gap or the loophole which we people are facing in Pakistan is the regulatory part. We contain everything. We possess every opportunity, we possess every capability of managing agricultural waste, we possess every capability of managing the waste producing at the farms or at the industry, but the part which is lacking here is the regulatory framework. Framework is there actually, but the practicing or the imposing of that regulatory framework on the manufacturers or the waste management industries is lacking nowadays, and I'm afraid that if such scenario remains, we cannot manage the waste, whether it is in the fields or whether it is in the industries, because the proper infrastructure of regulation and the proper infrastructure of policy making and its imposing is the basic requirement of this region.
Yes, definitely. I totally agree with you, Zishan. I wanted to Angelina that if she want to ask any questions, so she can go ahead, please.
Am I audible right now?
Yes.
So my question is, um, if we have no facilities to start this waste management, how how the easiest way to start this management with tools around us, and what is the output of this management if we are not work for recycle factory? Yeah, that's my question.
Okay, Angelina. I would like to start from the basics. Before starting a waste business or before starting a waste management practice, you need to figure out your scope first. That what kind of waste you need to target, and what kind of waste is being generated at your surrounding. Let's say if I see that I witnessed that I'm getting organic waste in my surroundings, and organic waste is my major issue. So organic waste can be managed and can be recycled into products at our home also. We have certain protocols present on Google, and certain research articles are published on organic waste composting that can be accessed online. We can start from our own, garden composting process, where we can even dig a hole and start composting the organic waste to a new soil conditioner, and we can utilize it by ourselves also, and we can sell it in the form of our product also, and we generate revenue from it. So this is one of the example. If the situation applies on the other kind of waste too. Like if you have more plastic waste and you don't have a recycling facility at your own at your own place, so you can start from collecting that waste and segregation of that waste. Like if I know that I don't have a recycling facility for plastic waste, but what I can do is I can collect the specific kind of waste. Let's talk about the PET waste, like the bottles or the PET waste. I can start collecting the waste. I can start sorting the waste and then providing it to the nearby or the distant waste management facility and earn revenue from it. So it has various stages. So everybody don't have to become the recycler with fully equipped industry with fully equipped machinery. He or she can also be a collector, a good segregator, a good waste provider to the waste management industries and earn revenue from it. And once you get enough revenue by collecting and transporting the specific kind of waste to waste management facility, and you feel that you can install your own machinery from initial or from smaller phase or stage, you can then invest that amount in your own machinery. So there is no need to start from the last step or directly installing the waste management plant. You can start from collection, you can start from segregation, you can start from providing the specific kind of waste to those waste management industries who are already recycling it, and they can provide or they can give back the revenue to you in the form of your service.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Zishan. So one of the participant raised the hand. I think she was Feza. Feza, do you want to ask something?
Hey, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, so the answer partially got answered during when Sir talked about segregating waste. I'm actually a bit, because I don't have a background in environmental studies or biochemistry, so I believe like I'm not the perfect candidate for working in or contributing to recycling of waste or creating, for example, or working in a space whereby they are recycling waste with proper the chemical treatments and all. But what I am passionate about is like especially segregation of waste, because all around us we see like there is no negligible effort to segregate waste in the proper compartments like organic waste and then plastic and glass separation. So what I want to do in the near future maybe is like, for example, in my own society or in my university to you know to ask somebody or to give a proposal to install bins or install proper segregation for install facility to properly segregate. Because how are students supposed to, or how are the people living in a society supposed to segregate waste when they know that all of it is going to go in the same trash bin? Like, I think this segregation of waste is a bit difficult on the individual level, and like whole community should come together and create a space whereby it's like feasible for them to dispose that segregated waste. And so are there any companies or as sir said that you have to give that waste to the waste management companies and stuff. So like how do we approach people to install such facilities and to come and take that waste, and like how should we go about from like this whole segregation of waste? I am more concerned about that.
Fiza, we have such certain joint ventures here with waste management companies, and we are being funded by World Bank and UN organizations. So what we are doing right now in Pakistan, that we are planning to install automatically waste recycling or reverse grinding machines, where you can simply come to the machine. It's just like the one which is installed in hospitals or in the shopping marts or at your universities, where you can just put some money and get the chips or cold drinks from the machine. It's similar to that, but in this machine you don't get the juice or the chips, but rather you put your collected waste in it, and in response the machine give back money to you. Two of the machines are being installed in Lahore. One is in Punjab University, the other one is in UCP, and similar machines are being installed nationwide, where people can simply come with their collected and segregated waste, whatever the kind of waste it may be. We have started from plastic waste right now, but we are going to extend the kind of and categories of waste in that machine particularly. So the focus is that to provide such students or such entrepreneurs or common man to make their part in waste management, in waste collection, in waste reporting actually, and to encourage them by providing by giving back the revenues in the form of money or in the form of green credits, so that people may get aware as well as get credited also to and get encouraged ultimately to learn more about waste management and to make their part more effectively in such practices.
So last one or two question, and then we will wrap up the session. So basically, one of the participant named Isha, she wanted to ask that if she had some kind of a proposal or any idea of proposal writing or about this green solution, waste management, and anything. So is that she can approach you for the understanding or maybe the guidance? You will guide her because she wanted some help from you.
Yes, we are actively working on research and development of different kind of waste and new ideas and greener solutions for apart from already present solutions. So we always welcome new researchers and students to collaborate with us and to make their collaboration in the form of professionally in managing the waste. So she can get my email address from Trash B, and we can definitely discuss the opportunities and whatever we can do.
Okay, okay. The last question is Mahnoor is asking that if she haven't experienced with the previous companies and anything else, so how can she start to work with the companies? Like, what will be the first step? Like, she maybe can have an internship or maybe some other green initiatives. What she can start with to work with the companies working in the waste management.
Waste management is has nothing to do with the experience. Waste management is basically an art which is based on knowledge. So the more the knowledge you have, the more artist you are in managing the waste. So if you have seen the slides and if you have seen the products I have showcased in these slides, you may have understood that a waste management or a recycler is an artist. So an artist should have an up-to-date knowledge about all kind of materials, whether they are hazardous, whether they are non-hazardous, whether they are recyclable, non-recyclable, organic or inorganic. They should make their knowledge up to date about all kind of waste being generated in their surroundings. Firstly, secondly, they should spend their time in finding out the solutions, the greener solutions of managing that particular kind of waste. Like if I come up with a new kind of waste which is being produced in the industry, let's say as nowadays I'm working on lithium and batteries. So what I do, I would like to spend my time more and more in finding out greener solutions for collecting, for handling, for storing, and for recycling the lithium-ion batteries. So, what at the end of the day, what will happen? As per my knowledge, will be increased, I can provide better solutions, I can provide better proposals, I can design better projects on it, and this is all what waste management industry needs. Waste management industries doesn't need a 10 years experience. Waste management industry doesn't need a bigger portfolio where it depicts that a person is has worked with 2 years with that company, 5 years with that company. Waste management industry doesn't need all that. They just need a person with up to date knowledge and with up to date solutions for all kind of waste. So she needs to work on it. She needs to spend some time on categories of waste, and she needs to spend some time on solutions, the greener solutions, the more sustainable solutions. Which let me give an example if you people have time. Some of the waste materials which were being incinerated 5 to 6 years ago are being recycled these days. So incineration was not a sustainable and greener approach, but recycling is. So definitely the person which comes up with the idea of recycling may not have the experience of 20 years, but as he came up with a greener idea, it pinched the market and he got the chance to work on it.
Yeah.
So this is what waste management industry needs.
Thank you so much, Zishan. It was such a valuable session, and me and all the participants really understands what you were conveying the message. So thank you so much. We will just end up the session now, and they will have participants will post a test after this session. So any feedback we will got from this participants, I will share with you. And thank you so much once again.
Sure. Have a good day.
Thank you.